This is Lovecraft Country episode 3 in 3 minutes or less. We start off with Letitia buying a house and asking her sister to move in with her. The house is creepy to say the least. It gives off Monster House vibes. Cut to Atticus overstaying his welcome at George's house, his dead uncle. He would stay with his dickhead of a father, but Montrose is being Montrose. Since Atticus has nowhere to go, he decided to see Letitia before heading back to work. Letitia is mad at Atticus because he hasn't visited her since George died, which was like 3 weeks ago. Atticus decided to stay when the neighbors weren't too excited for Letitia to move in. After about 5 days at the house, Letitia started hearing voices. She disregards it when Atticus couldn't find anything. She then throws herself a welcome party because she feels like she deserves it. During the party, she kinda did nasty with Atticus. Meanwhile, Atticus' niece and friends were down in the basement playing with the Ouija board. They asked who they were talking to, and the Ouija board spelled out George, her father, the guy who died last episode. Things escalate when the start burning the cross in front of Letitia's house. She blows her lid and busts down the windows at their cars. Because of her action, she's arrested, and she finds out that the house she bought is called the Winthrop House. In the house, at least 8 African Americans were used as science experiments and lost their lives, along with the scientist. After Letitia got arrested, everybody else that lived in the house moved out. Her sister then finds out that the money that she used to buy the house wasn't hers, it was their mother's. She then gets mad and leaves the house and cuts ties with Letitia, leaving only Letitia and Atticus in the house. Letitia and Atticus find out that there's something strange going on in their house. So who you gonna call? The Ghostbuster came in and started working her magic, but the ghosts weren't going like cheese, so they started fighting back. After the ghost possessed the Ghostbuster and then Atticus, Letitia stood up to her demons and fought the ghost with their words. Woohoo, hey Letitia, yay. Anyways, Atticus finds out that the last name Winthrop is a code that Christina used to get to him. Because Atticus is like that, he finds out that the money that Letitia used to buy the house isn't in fact hers, but it was sent by Christina. He also finds out where Christina is staying at the time and tracks her down in order to kill her. He wasn't playing games either because he went in there, gun loaded and ready to go, and he would have pulled the trigger too if it wasn't for that Uno reverse she played on him. Afterwards, she basically looked him in the eyes and said, "What are you gonna do about it?" That's what I thought, and left. That's basically it for this episode. Letitia keeps the house, and I guess Atticus is gonna do what Atticus does best, flex. Now you're caught up with the 3rd episode of Lovecraft Country. Adios.